These are also a Venetian trade bead, but these are wound. So the glass was wound on the rod. The round ones in the middle are called melon beads. Very collectible, very unusual, not so easy to find. So these are two versions of a Venetian glass wound trade bead. Again, early 1900s, late 1800s. This is one of my favorite beads, and this is a faceted glass bead, and they were called Russian blues. They were never made in Russia. They were traded in that area, but again, they were made in Venice, and they were Venetian trade beads, but very, very collectible. This size is extremely unusual. A lot of them were larger, so this is a really nice size, rare, beautiful Venetian trade bead. Trade beads took on their names by the size of the bead. So you had a seed bead, which were very small seed beads, a pony bead, which would have been more this size of a bead, but they were usually round, and a padre bead. These are padre beads. One way to know an old bead from a new bead is old beads are never the same. They're always different. They're always got marks on them, different coloring. So very, very nice color of both white padre beads and a really pretty translucent blue. Another very common trade bead out of the African trade were sandcast beads. These are sandcast beads. We have them in a variety of colors. This large strand, very unusual. In my vast collection of trade beads, I don't have any of these, so this is very, very collectible. And then again, you have a smaller version. I got them all tangled. This is a nice variety of a huge number of sandcast beads. The little blue and white striped ones, they're actually chevron beads too. So you've got some chevrons, you've got some sandcasts. And then again, this is a very typical sandcast, but very nicely done. You know, the cruder they are doesn't mean the older they are. It's just that a lot more care was taken into making these sandcast beads. I've worked with the Hudson Bay Museum out of Winnipeg and provided them with some beads for their exhibition. I've also worked very closely with Fort Edmonton Park to help set up their trade bead collection in the fort. I did a collection of replica beads for visitors to see and touch, and a collection of original trade beads for their staff. So very, very nice trade beads, and I hope you enjoy buying them and owning them as much as I do.
Well, I certainly enjoyed